first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Weber. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Street.
They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Keep it up.
Ready up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. It's man. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Check.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Weaver. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now they'll change things up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Justin Jefferson.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they will take a knee here. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Read option. This is Gibbs.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Draymond Jones tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. Back row 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And that's out quickly to Chase. Running free at the 45. Jamar Chase moving inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. He'll have the first down and then some. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He's going to keep this again.
And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Dotson in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally...
And now here is another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And I don't know that that fumble's going to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they'll indeed take a knee.